Today is August 23rd. It's about 20 minutes till 7 at night, and I'm going to be grilling some fish. I got my coals heating up. I have a glass here that I got. Let's see if you can see it. Palm Belgian Ale. I know that Spud knows what this is, or I'm assuming he knows what it is. Nice glass. It holds about maybe 14 ounces, so a bottle of beer fits in to just about the point of the rhombus. And you can see the sky. It's been a partly cloudy day all day today, but the sun's starting to come out. I should say it's really starting to set. And my coals are not hot enough. I can see some flames coming up. They're not ready yet. I've got, what I'm grilling today is trout. That's a freshwater fish, trout, rainbow trout that I got from a man at work, Pete Pagaliro. He gives me a lot of fish. Thanks to Pete. Anyway, it's stuffed with, let's see, fried onions, garlic, and red pepper, with some fennel seed, salt and pepper, and cider vinegar and bacon. We started off with not grilling, but sauteing the bacon till it was crispy. Remove the bacon, and then you cook the onions and the peppers in the bacon fat, and then you add the garlic partway through because it cooks faster than the others. Then when that's all tender, then you add about a half a pound, or what is that? That's 226 kilograms. No, 226. What is that? It's half of. Whew, boy. There's 454 grams per pound, so it's 226 grams. Okay, so 226 grams of spinach. Now you can use any kind of green you want, whatever you got down there in Australia. I have no idea. Do you grow spinach? Maybe you do. You can use kale. You could use whatever kind of green you got. Turnip greens. You got beet greens. Who knows what you got? Maybe you could let me know. Anyway, you cook up the greens along with the garlic and the onions and the pepper, and you saute that down, and then you drain it for about 10 minutes in a colander. And the juice I added to some other leftovers. Man, it looked pretty good, and so I wasn't going to let that go to waste. Anyway, that's so what? You got the stuffing. You put that. Okay, you take the trout and you dry them off with a paper towel. You season the inside and the out with salt and pepper, and then you oil it, or I should say you oil it first, then you put salt and pepper on, then you stuff it, and then I have a little grilling tool. It's basically a metal grate that folds open, and you can put your objects inside, the stuff you want to cook. In this case, the fish. You could put burgers or whatever else, something that's really tender, that's hard to flip without falling apart. So you put it inside of this. A grilling basket. There you go. That's the name. That's a good name. Let's see. I have a second one here that's not in use. Let me get it. I'm coming here in my garage. It's kind of messy. All right. Here's a grilling basket. Okay, so there's the grill, and it's got a handle on it, and the little wire. Yeah, I can't point to it, but it's right. It's right on the end here. I can't point to it, but that comes apart. Then this opens. So here, this one comes down pretty flat. But all right, I just changed the batteries, so in that meantime, I can see some white forming on the charcoal briquettes up top, which is a good thing. That means that the charcoal is getting really hot. Actually, what's in here is there's just a little bit of charcoal on the top that's fresh. Wow, look at how much it's sunk down. Let me clean it off on the phew, so much ash flying up. I wonder if it's on the, yeah, maybe it is. I don't know what my face looks like. Anyway, so here it is. Wow, that really fell down. I guess what I'm going to do is pour it out. So we'll see what it looks like. Oh, man. Ouch. Hot, hot. Woo-hoo. My hand is getting burnt. Now what I have to do is take my tongs and even out these coals so they're pretty much of a single layer. Wow, look at that. I used leftover coals and ouch, they're hot, that's for sure. Ouch, man. Whoo-wee. Wow, I'm at least 2 feet away from it. I hope the camcorder doesn't get hurt. But my hand that's holding the camcorder is getting hurt by the heat, the radiant heat. Man, that's hot stuff. Alright, so I want to try to spread this out to a single layer. Alright. Ah, that looks pretty good. Ouch, 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 ouch. Now I have to put the grill on and let that heat up. Ouch. Then I scrape it, and we'll have to cover it too. Put the cover on. Okay, so the cover's on. It is 10 minutes till 7, so I have 5 minutes. That has to heat up. Ouch. Man. And then I have a bowl full of oil right there with a paper towel in it. And then once 5 minutes are up, I scrape the grill with my scraper. And I have it here. It's got 2 stainless steel pads on it. It's got a long plastic stick. Man, my hands are still burning. Ouch. That was hot. Anyway, I scraped the grill off after 5 minutes. And then oil it. And then I can put the fish on. The fish is in the house. So, back to my palm glass. This is nice. Nice shape. And I'm surprised. It's a good size. Alright. No need to leave the video on for 5 minutes, so I'll be back. Okay, here's the trout. Let me zoom in. Is it zooming? It's not zooming. Here it goes. Aha. Alright, but there's the trout. That's too much of a zoom, I guess. Here we go. So it's in the grilling basket. Now I've got to clean off the grill. And oil it. So, the grill's pretty clean from before. I don't know what I cooked last. I think what I cooked last was the porterhouse steak. Okay, so that's clean. I guess I'm going to put the video down. It's pretty self-explanatory. Stop it. Alright, I oiled up the grill, and I oiled the fish again. So now I'm going to put the grill on. I should say the grilling basket on. It is... it's 2 minutes till 7. 1 minute till 7. So I got to cook it about 5 minutes on a side. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, I don't think I'm going to cook it. I should say, I don't think I'm going to cover it. So it's just going to cook open. Did the recipe say to cook covered? I don't think so. So we'll take a little walk around. I got some Venus flytraps down here. They're in a tray of water. There's some here, and I've got 2 more over there. Actually, this one contains, see right here, that's a Sarracenia purpurea. The seeds fell in from somewhere, and these are little seedlings of a hybrid I had. Sarracenia, I think it was Scarlet Beauty, I forget. But it's got a, oh boy, I forget the species. But you can see from the picture top. Let's see if it's in focus. It's hard to tell. It's got a little hood over the top of the picture. These are seedlings. They survived the cold of the winter last year. And all these Venus flytraps survived too. But boy, I was very apprehensive that they wouldn't. I see some more seedlings, another seedling right there, right in the back, right over here. Now if I come over here, that piece of moss is actually a rock, and there's a couple of Venus flytraps that are growing in it, and then there's another, you know what, I don't even remember what the plant is, but you can see from the, maybe you can't see, here over here. There's the flowering spike, a couple of flowers left. It's really done, it's setting seed. That's really growing in a bunch of moss on a piece of rock. More Venus flytraps. Got a couple of cacti right here. This is Carnivorous sylvestre, and I think it's now really called Lobivia sylvestre. I'm not sure. They're definitely, they look like they're dead, but I have a piece that broke off and it's got green coming up. They're still alive, it's just that there's a lot of, I don't know if it's spider mite damage or what. I haven't transplanted them, and they're just kind of hanging out. Alright, so I started at what, 1 minute till 7, so the fish has been cooking for about 2 minutes or 3. I've got a little tub garden over here with a water lily in it. There's a couple of Florida flagfish. It's a native killifish down inside of here somewhere, and then there's a little cattail right there, and sticking out over the side right here, that's Lobelia cardinalis. I don't know if it'll flower because this is close to, what is this, August 23rd. It's close to the end of the season, but I certainly got my wish. I wanted some immersed growth. This started out as submerged lobelia. Alright, over here this is an Amazon sword. It's growing immersed. Here's one, and then I got another right over here. This one looks nicer. It's all the same species. It came out of one little tube I got at the store. So I guess they're tissue cultured plants. Here's some more lobelia right here. Here, right there. Immersed grown carnivorous. Man, and I forget the species. Yeah, I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. I don't remember. I'm breaking off a dead leaf. A lot of lobelia here floating on the top. This is just growing outside. The water's kind of cool now. The temperatures at night are hitting the mid-50s. This has been an extremely cool winter. I should say cool summer. Not cool winter, cool summer. So there's that. Alright, now I can walk over here to the deck where I have some more immersed plants. I haven't really fertilized this. And there's also a raccoon that comes in almost every night and uses this container as a wash container. This is Eleacaris. Right here. You can see it coming up. That is a plant that I dug up from the local pond a number of years ago. It's growing in an ice cream container that has basically broken apart. I took some of this and brought it to work. This over here is Sagittarius subulata, and there's a couple of floating plants. Here's Lobelia cardinalis. You can see that it's really light green. It needs some more nitrogen, but I haven't fertilized it. And I know I have another plant under here, right here. I don't know what's in there. Aha! Look at that. More Sagittarius subulatus. This has not grown up to the water surface. You can see that there's a whole bunch of really fine leaves. Get it back in focus here. Put it to the side. That's growing in dirt. Here's the pot. You can see there's some algae. Actually, what is that? That's a dead leaf. It's probably coming off of the impatiens up here, New Guinea impatiens, that falls down in. But this has not, oops, wow, I'm losing my balance. This has not come up to the water surface yet. Kind of don't think it will. This survived the winter. Man, we had temperatures down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was frozen solid. Raccoon comes in here periodically. I don't think it's daily, but it's pretty close. You can see here, look at this. Here's the Eleocharis. It's got a, maybe that's called a stolon. The shoot coming off with a whole bunch of new plants coming out. I planted some at work. Ooh, time for me to flip the fish. Alright, so I gotta run back here. Whoa. Here's the fish. Now my hands are dirty, so I'll flip the hands. Ouch. Whoa, baby. Wow, that's hot. Gotta grab a piece of paper. Ah, look at that. Oh man, they're like charred. So hold it. The time is it's about 6 minutes after 7. So that means another 5 minutes is 11 minutes. 11 after 7, and then I bring them in. Whoo-wee. Oh man, that looks good. Let me go tell my wife. So I'll shut this down. You can see what I got. Thanks to Pete Pagliaro at work. I got 3 trout. And they're cooking away. Can you hear it? A little bit of a flame coming up. Alright. Just a postscript. We finished the trout. It was really good. We're cleaning up. It's now about 8:15. There's the light on the back porch. And this is the light from the garage shining on the lawn. The reason I'm turning this on is just so you can hear the night sounds. I'll go into the dark and just be quiet. Lots of crickets. Somebody's dog barking. I just bought a book on night sounds, and I don't remember, but there's 2 crickets chirping, one giving the continual background chirp, lots of those crickets, and then you hear the tit-tit-tit-tit, tit-tit-tit-tit. That's a second cricket. Does this show the sky? What are we seeing there with the light? At the neighbor's house already? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. That's their windows. I should walk over to the pond so you can hear the bullfrogs. I feel a couple drops of rain coming down. It is. It's starting to rain. I'm looking up at the sky right now. You can see different degrees of lightness and darkness. It's been overcast all day, and it rained in the morning, and now it's raining now. Again, the neighbor's house. Surprised it shows up. Pretty wide angle, I guess. Alright. Boy, there's a round disc. On the screen here it's pretty distinct, but on my eyes it's very blurred as far as the borders of the light